If the game's better, y'all subscribe, share the video, hit that like button. DaBaby was on the Breakfast Club. He spoke on Stunna Vegas while he parted ways and he wishing the best and why other artists ain't work out on the label and shit like that. We're gonna skip the PG-13 answer that he gave and give you the real. What it was, it's really everybody's fault. I mean, you can put a little blame on everybody. The fans, yup, them included. The rappers, the artists, DaBaby. Everybody could have did way more. You know, but DaBaby, he tried. He tried his best. It's his first crew, you know what I'm saying? His first label where he got artists and he promoting them and putting them out to the world. Say this, DaBaby could have did everything right. The artists could have did everything right. But the fans, when they put the music out, the fans don't accept it like they want it to. Like, so it don't matter. Sometimes it's like that. You know, other times, the artists, they be lazy. They complain, but they be lazy. They don't do their part. They ain't working harder than DaBaby. DaBaby working harder than all these artists. When he the one who up, he the one who the superstar. So they should be working harder than him. DaBaby will look at niggas like 50 and be like, damn, I need to go harder. This nigga working harder than me. He got way more money than me and going way harder than me. So he want that for his artists. He feel like his artists should think like that too. Like, but what these niggas want, I think we ain't on the same page. I want this and this and that. Y'all niggas just want the video, the hoes, a scat, a haircut, some jewelry, pocket full of money, about 20, 30 pounds, and shit, that's it. Motion on all the social media apps, and shit like that. That's pretty much it. Like, man, I'm trying to build wealth, land, property, all type of shit, stocks, catalog, movies, videos, whatever, man, endorsement deals, all type of shit, man. I mean, I'm in a rebuilding stage, man. I had to fire all my niggas, man, and hire me a whole bunch of Mexicans, man. We're gonna rebuild this shit, man. We're gonna rebuild the building. That's what it seemed like DaBaby had to do. He had to fire everybody because he thought niggas was a family, but come to find out when shit don't go niggas' way, nigga get to complaining, nigga be ungrateful. See, motherfucker don't understand. DaBaby took a lot of sacrifices because when you come in the game and you put out an album and you're a superstar, the label don't want you to focus on your artist. That's what you got going on with them. That's the promise you made to them. They not signing Interscope. So Jimmy Iovine and all them, they don't want DaBaby to focus on them. They don't want DaBaby to push Stunna Vegas or push Rich Don't or Wisdom or 74 Chop or whoever. They want you to keep dropping these records and being a superstar. They got magazines, interviews, radio stations, promo, all type of shit lined up for you. You ain't got time to promote these guys. I gotta understand how a major label think. If they just signed the artist, say they signed an artist for like 20 million, say they signed YoungBoy. Why would they want YoungBoy to then sign with them, take the money, drop an album, and then push his artist that's not on their label? So say it's Atlantic. They not signed to Atlantic, they signed to YoungBoy Records. Why would they want YoungBoy to push their artist, to make their artist hotter than him, to make their artist competition? Because if their artist drop an album, they competition to Atlantic, anybody on Atlantic. So if his artist drop an album and they got another artist that's on Atlantic and they drop an album, that's competition. You know what I'm saying? So they don't be wanting that shit like that. So you got to keep that in mind when you sign to an artist and he backed by a major label. Plus he just coming in the game. The label ain't made the money they need to make off of him. They ain't, you know, skint them pockets yet. And what DaBaby ain't understand is, see, it would have been easy for DaBaby to promote $1 Billion Baby Records if he would have did a lot of mixtapes with him before he got on, like 50 Cent did with G-Unit. See, we already knew who Lloyd Banks and Yayo and Buck and all them was, because 50 was already doing mixtapes with these guys before he came to Dr. Dre and Eminem. 50 already did a tour with Jay-Z, The Rock the Mic in 02. You see what I'm saying? So we already knew who all these guys was. So we ain't really gotta, 50 ain't gotta force the music on us. It ain't a waste of money. The artist is actually good. So that's why it was so easy for 50 to push out G-Unit after he dropped Get Rich or Die Trying. The labels ain't want that. They wanted 50 to drop his second album. He just sold 11 million records. So when the label seen the fans want this shit though, they were seeing the underground scene. It was easy for them. It was easy for 50 to convince the labels like, nah, Banks gonna sell, which he did. Buck gonna sell, Gang gonna sell, the G-Unit album gonna sell. Then I come back. And then y'all gotta remember when 50 dropped Get Rich or Die Trying, he still was dropping mixtapes with G-Unit. Everybody in G-Unit still was dropping their own solo mixtape. Banks was winning Mixtape Artist of the Year at the Justos Mixtape Awards. So 50 came out 03, 04, 05-ish. Banks was winning Mixtape Artist of the Year at the Justos Mixtape Awards. So everybody, Yayo dropping his mixtapes, Game dropping his mixtapes. So G-Unit working. 50 still dropping G-Unit radios. So it's G-Unit in everybody's face. DaBaby, it wasn't like that. He'll do an interview. Y'all come to the radio station, do freestyles. But that's it, where the music at. DaBaby couldn't afford to do that because he didn't make these type of sacrifices. He didn't do that. He didn't even have a team when he was Baby Jesus. He didn't have that same team around him, so he couldn't have made that move. But it's like you got to keep trying. Like Gotti, it didn't work with him the first go around. Like his first CMG squad, it didn't work. He had to keep trying. Sometimes it worked longer than others. He had to keep rebuilding. Lose artists, sign mode, and now look what he got now. I think when DaBaby signed his artist, he made his crew, he probably did that shit more so. Of course, he kept it home base, and he did it more so from the heart. He had to, than trying to really find the best talent. Or maybe not even the best talent. Finding the niggas who really want this shit. It could be like, he can be more talented than him, but Buddy really want this shit. Buddy a go-getter. Buddy don't need his handheld. He go hard. He can harmonize and sing and write and freestyle, all this shit there, but he don't really want this shit like that. Like, his drive go up and down. He too iffy. Like, he got way more work ethic like than him. If it's some money involved, he'll goddamn do some shit, but on a regular basis, he ain't, you know, but with him, so, you know, that play a part. And then you still trying to be this big time artist. See, you can do it a little bit better when you're on the Gucci Man level. See, you have more time in the studio and you have more time to build with your artist. When you're a superstar though, you ain't really got a lot of time. Yeah, you can give a nigga 80 grand, 100 grand for a video and make the shit look good, stand beside a nigga and all that there, give him your platform. But you ain't put that groundwork in. Like, DaBaby Stunna Vegas could have been way bigger than DaBaby. I mean, he could have been way bigger than what he was if DaBaby would have did a mixtape with Stunna Vegas when Animal dropped. They killed that buzz. That buzz was so big, but DaBaby kind of killed it because he didn't do no tape with that. When all the other artists, they was doing tape with their artists. Moneybagg Yo and Gotti, Gucci and Scooter, Gucci and Future, Gucci, then Future ain't even his artist. Gucci and Charlotte Lowe, Gucci and Migos, Gucci and Pee Wee. Come on, man, you gotta collab. He ain't do that. Neither did his artists have songs, hot enough songs to make him want to collab on or make DaBaby want to do a tape with him. You see what I'm saying? So it ain't DaBaby fault either. He ain't, why do he gotta do a tape with y'all? Why y'all ain't got no club bangers in the strip club? Why y'all ain't got no street records in the street? You know what I'm saying? Like, him doing the tape with y'all ain't got nothing to do with y'all ain't having no smash hit record or no hood anthem or no street anthem or no club anthem or no type of anthem. So him jumping on the song it wouldn't have done it no good. Him doing a tape, it wouldn't have done it no good. It would have been a tape, but it would have came and went. It would have came and went. A lot of people, they wouldn't have heard it. You know what I'm saying? It could have went like that. I'm saying all that, but he could have did all this shit there. Y'all ain't doing y'all part. Y'all doing the bare minimum. Y'all getting a D. Y'all getting a D. A low D too. Barely got a D. Just getting by. Don't give a damn though. So you got a D. Or like an artist. Then it dropped to an F for a lot of artists. Cause we on him. So if you ain't really got no B+, B- type of artists on the label that can hold it on, like a Pooh Shiesty, you ain't really got one of them, you're gonna find yourself in the red with all your artists. And they ain't gonna be bringing the money back in no kind of way. Not when they drop an album, not on ticket sales, not on YouTube, not on Spotify, not on Apple. You just in the red. You just in the red, like. They be looking like, why we ain't icy like them free band niggas? Why we ain't icy like them 21 niggas or them whoever? But we in the red and everything. Like, the fans ain't picking up on this shit. So then, time keep passing by. They not trying to make themselves better as an artist. They ain't trying to learn different avenues. They ain't networking like they supposed to. They in Charlotte jugging and shit or in the surrounding areas. Instead of learning how to make beats, networking with Chicago guys, Memphis guys, Florida guys, Cali guys. If that don't work, network to make you more money, get you more features, get you more promo, get you more distros. Working on how they do promo so they can get more promo. Rhyming with their words better, saying more catchy words that'll make motherfuckers wanna spend with their business. Cause they didn't put their stamp on it, their name, their brand, whatever. They ain't do that like that. And then time would pass by, they start getting frustrated, not understanding y'all in the red. So I can't put a whole bunch of money behind no album. We can't drop no album. Your fans ain't connecting. Like, the Spotify low, the YouTube numbers low, Apple low, everything low. So why the fuck would I give you $250,000 or whatever for an album? Nigga, you need to keep dropping songs. You need to heat the street up. But niggas ain't doing it. But they complaining though. They forgetting. But hey, bro, you ain't got no album, I understand, but we shot that video. I paid 40 racks for that, 50 racks for that, 60 racks. I paid this, I did this, yeah. I can't make the fans fuck with you. They'll think like, I'm with this nigga, like it's supposed to take off. They thinking like it's like that with all the other rappers, but nah, it ain't. These rappers really be building their own fan base. Sometimes it can give you a big boost, but you gotta put your own work in. When we listen to y'all shit, that shit gotta go crazy. And then when he signed these artists, don't nobody really got a story that the whole world can just feel and fuck with and want to hear more. So it ain't no real nigga got 3 or 4 bodies. It ain't none of that. It ain't no one of them nigga came up hard or nigga had all this dope, or it ain't no crazy stories. So, okay, you ain't got that. Do you got punchlines? You ain't got that. Can you make songs like Future and them? Or you ain't got that? Can you, how you coming? Like, what we checking for? Like, what's so special about you? Like, okay, you signed him, you stand beside him, but what we on? Like, what we doing? What can I learn from you? Like, what you been through? Like, all that shit matter too. And then, the image, like, who really look like they really supposed to be a superstar? Who look like they supposed to be the toughest nigga? Who look like they supposed to be the nigga who getting the most money? Who do these niggas fit the image of a rapper? You got that too. So a lot of time, you know, I mean, a lot of artists go through that. Lil Wayne, he went through that with his first squad. It didn't work. Everybody was pretty much the same, or they was local. So with DaBaby, everybody was local. You had motherfucker got, you know, they sing and they harmonize and shit like that. With Squad Up, everybody pretty much was New Orleans or the surrounding areas. Everybody come street, pretty much. It only went, but so far, it didn't go mainstream. Young Money, he started getting artists that had a fan base already. Nicki Minaj already was down south with Deb and Gucci. So she got that fan base. Plus, before that, Fendi on the Come Up DVD. Drake got the movie fan base, TV show fan base, whatever. Wayne. So shit, it worked. But with Squad Up, only the real street hardcore motherfucker fuck with that. The real mixtape fan base only fuck with that. Like, you had to really be in tune with Wayne mixtapes in that time to understand Squad Up. So yeah, sometimes when nigga get to being ungrateful and shit like that, nigga don't want to touch it no more, especially if he being blackballed or he got to climb his way back up. Nigga ain't got time for that shit to even slow him down, or he want to focus on this shit 100% now. He ain't got time to focus with them, and they don't really want this shit like him, and they bullshitting, or they mad because then they going this way, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got to hold your hand, I got to tell you what to do, everything. I got to tell you what to do step by step. You don't want to put your own money up. You want me to do everything. Like, all that type of shit, so. Yeah, right now, DaBaby, he chilling, man. He ain't trying to sign no artist. He may, if he do, he may gotta really drop the bag and get him a Memphis. It could still be Carolina, Atlanta, Detroit, whatever, if you want to play with that shit again. But sometimes you ain't gotta sign the whole squad. You ain't gotta sign 4 or 5 artists. You can find that right Pooh Shiesty, that right Moneybagg Yo, that right East G, that right Boss Man D-Lo, and Wazam. Yeah, it's up. Or keep that shit solo. You can try to make this shit look good to us, like how Boosie doing, but nah, we know this shit ain't doing nothing. You can try to make that shit look good to us, like what Gucci doing. This shit ain't hitting on nothing. Y'all might as well stay 100% solo and just focus on y'all self. If a nigga wanna collab, y'all do a tape like how you did with YoungBoy. Y'all can get it like that, do some shit like that, but other than that, yeah, so I feel like that's what that was on that. Stunna Vegas, he felt like, let's get to that, like, he felt like DaBaby could have marketed him better. You know, he felt like at one point DaBaby was promoting him and, you know, doing what he's supposed to do as a label. After that, like, he didn't get that same support. He feel. He even still chilled. Come back around, he ain't getting that same support again. So now it's an issue. Like, if you the label, I understand you the artist too, but if you the label, like, I expect you to do this and this and that. DaBaby can be like, well, yeah, you having more motion than everybody on the label, but we still in the red, so you want this and that. I can't really, it don't make sense. I already done spent $1 million in this shit or whatever, and I ain't even made my money back. I'm still in the red, so it don't make sense for me to, this when your show money, you gotta put that show money up, that feature money. You see what I'm saying? So that's why it's important for the artist to build itself up to 10,000, 15,000, 20,000. Y'all gotta do more than just be an artist. We didn't see DaBaby artists really making themselves known on social media, being big on social media, building that character on social media. Sometimes that YouTube money will be just as good as that show money. When the shows and shit slow down, you gotta go to YouTube and get that bag, 20+1, interviews, whatever. Your own YouTube channel, merch, you know? So that was another issue. Sometimes the internet, YouTube and shit like that can save you. Music trash, you ain't got nothing going on with that, but you're a fool on the internet. You're still making 30, 40, 100 grand weekend, 50 grand weekends. Doing 20 verse ones and shit like that. So yeah, but that's what that was. Stunna Vegas felt like DaBaby could have supported them more. And shit ain't work out, so they parted ways. Now Stunna, he doing this shit. He got his old lady, he got his family. He doing his numbers. He do his shows here, do his features there. Yeah, man. DaBaby, you know, he trying to get back to that top spot. Or he just trying to, you know, get him and get out the way. So that's what it is, though. But I probably missed some shit, but that's my take on that situation right there. Y'all hit that like button, hit that comment section, man. He was with him. Gone.